Hey guys, it is Ahimsa here. Welcome to the very second video here in this beautiful series where I'm going to be showing you what your higher self wants you to know right now, what important messages are coming through from source, from your counsel, from your spiritual team, whether this be angels, higher self, guide, whatever is going to come through. This is the message you are meant to hear at this very time. If you haven't noticed, I already started organizing the piles because you guys are going to have 4 piles in total to choose from. So in this first portion of the video, I definitely did want to take the time to show you transparently how I do end up organizing the piles. So I actually did start recording this sooner, but it turns out that my microphone wasn't connected. So I was talking and I was like, why is this not working? And I was able to catch it before I started getting really deep into the video. So I'm very grateful for that. But we already got pile number 1, some of the cards set up here. We're going to be moving in and just showing you through transparency how I end up setting the cards up. So this one wanted to come out and so did this one and this one. This is for 3, 4. So with this being said, what I really want everyone to keep in mind moving forward is that, I don't know if you guys were here for the very first video, but what I love doing before I kind of encourage anybody to choose a pile moving forward, I highly recommend that you do wait a little bit, let yourself ground while you listen to the tuning forks that I love playing prior to allowing people to start the selection of their piles. The whole reason why I ended up setting that up is actually because I want you guys to find your center. I want you guys to feel like you are grounded and nice and clear within yourself before you ended up choosing a pile. That way, you aren't choosing one out of fear-based thoughts, mindset. There's no anxiety kind of, what's the word? There's no anxiety influencing your decision. I want to make sure we're all coming, or you guys are all coming from a nice grounded place and center before you end up choosing your pile. That way you know it's coming from your higher self. That way you know that this is an energetically drawn pile. Like you're feeling that you're being pushed to pick a certain pile for the right reasons is what I'm trying to say, all right? So I'm going to continue on shuffling and gathering all the cards for the rest of the pile. So again, we're going to do pile number 1. Let's see, what does their higher self want them to know right now? What does pile number 1's higher self want them? And this oracle deck is actually Rumi's oracle deck, which I absolutely love. Is a very well-known poet. We're actually going to be using the poem found on each card to help you choose your pile, see which one you're most drawn towards at the very end. Getting all of this ready for you, the viewer, my love. We will be starting soon. And while I set this up, why don't you go take a moment for yourself to go ground and center yourself before choosing your pile. All right, so I'll meet you on the other side, okay, my loves? Welcome to the grounding and centering portion of today's reading. Before you choose the pile that you're most drawn to, let's take a moment
to ground and center ourselves. Close your eyes if you can, and take a deep breath in through your nose, filling your lungs completely, holding it for a moment, and then slowly exhale through the mouth, releasing any tension or stress you may be holding on to right now. Feel your body relaxing with each breath. Imagine roots extending from the soles of your feet deep into the earth, anchoring you securely to the ground. Feel the stability and support of the earth beneath you. As you breathe in, visualize a warm golden light entering through the top of your head, filling your entire body with a sense of calm and peace. This light grounds you, centers you, and connects you to your inner wisdom. In a moment, I will play some tuning fork frequencies to help deepen your relaxation and enhance your connection to source, your intuition, and your higher self. Simply listen to the sounds and allow them to wash over you, bringing you further into a state of peace, groundedness, and centeredness within. Keeping that centered and grounded energy, Allow it to guide you as you select the pile you feel most drawn towards. Trust your intuition and let it lead you to the message you need to hear today. Thank you for taking this moment to ground and center yourself. Now, let's begin the reading.
All right. So as you guys can see, we ended up having all 4 piles nice and set up. We're going to be flipping each card over from Rumi's Oracle deck, and I'm going to be showing you at the very top of the screen so you guys can see the energies of each card. So this is for pile number 1. Pile number 2. Pile number 3. And pile number 4. Dance of the Divine Feminine. Wow, these are beautiful art pieces. So I'm gonna give you guys each a moment to choose your piles, and we will see what your higher self wants you to know at this moment. I'll meet you at the next videos to come, my loves. Hi, pile number 1, and welcome to your beautiful reading to see what your higher self wants you to know right now. As you can see, we have your pile nice and centered. And before we even touch the tarot cards, we're going to be looking into your oracle. We're going to be looking into your oracle cards first, all right? So before we even begin, I really wanted to take a moment. I'm going to pull the book out for this oracle deck, and we're going to see what your poem is that aligns with the card that you ended up choosing to come to this pile. All right, so if you guys weren't able to read it, I'm not too sure how my camera's acting today. It does say she offers the sacred wine, so drink. We do have the number 32 right at the very corner area. So what that basically can be is a number of 5, a number of change. So that could give me a little bit of a hint of what this reading is going to be about in terms of what your higher self wants you to know. But let us definitely take a look at the book. So just give me one moment, all right? So it says, she offers the sacred wine, so drink. O wine giver of enlightened hearts, offer me the wine of your kindness, for this is the reason you have brought me here. From the desert of oblivion, O beautiful wine giver, pour me the wine that gives me insight. Offer me the wine from the sea of love, and fill my heart with pearls. Pour it into my heart, until I shred the veil and go beyond reason. My spirit is consumed by judgment, and my life is reduced by thoughts. Pour that precious wine over the frozen cries of skeptics until their words become warm and their nays become yeahs. Rumi. Someone is doubting themselves here, aren't you? Because I feel like there's a part of your soul, there's a part of you that is aching to come out. But let us definitely see. I'm going to keep this in mind moving forward, definitely. So we're going to be placing your significator card right here. Let us continue on and getting your oracle cards looked through, and we'll kind of piece everything together as we move forward, all right? So this one's popping out. I'm going to be taking it out from the Yin Yang Oracle. Karma, balance, and justice. This one's also peeking through. We have stalemate, avoidance. Okay, this is kind of already giving me a little bit of an idea as to what's going on. This one's peeking through. We have the essential oils oracle deck. We have bergamot with I love myself, expansion, and the trigger statement is I am not enough. I knew someone was doubting themselves here, guys. Why are you guys doubting yourselves, my loves? Your tender heart is in need of care. Know that your body is here to help you experience a miraculous life. Embrace it. All right, let us continue. You guys had a good number of oracle cards, by the way. So let's see if we got space. Next up, we have home. All right. I'm gonna intuitively lay the cards out. So I'm gonna see where they want to go, and we'll piece everything together moving forward. We have sad embrace. What's interesting here, actually, if you guys don't notice the numbers, so we have 4 plus 5 that equals 9, and then you actually got it from the same deck. You also got home, which is 7 and 2, which equals 9 again. So there's 2 9s coming out of this deck. This is intriguing to me, so I'm actually going to be placing it right next to each other. Let's get another Yin Yang Oracle with empowerment, strength, and sun. I am loving your reading right now. I have a good feeling on where this is going, but I really want to continue and just continue off to see where it's taking us. We also have monthly with trigger statement, I am guarded, and true statement, my heart is open, with receptivity at the very top. This is a time for you to receive new information. Open your heart to receive it. This is actually, okay, I'm not going to say anything because I feel that we need to continue going on to piece all the cards together, but let's continue. We also have breathe, blessed. You got a lot of oracle cards from this one deck in particular, actually. Pile number 1, which I find kind of funny. And then the last 2 prism oracle cards. Oh, my bad. We also have one more essential oil, but we have love. I love seeing this card. Always love, love, love it. Actually, let's see love right here. And we have sadness. This is very intriguing to me. Not only that, but we have sad embrace, and we got sadness again, and we got avoidance. So there's something going on. And lastly, pile number 1, we have sandalwood, with the trigger statement being, I never get what I want. Awareness at the very top. And the true statement is, I am a powerful creator. Listen to your inner voice. Release your ideas of the outcome you wish to see, and trust that you are aligned with the universe. Okay, this ties everything in. And the reason why I'm saying this, guys, is because pile number 1, it feels as if there is a huge energy coming through, trying to let you know, your higher self in particular, that, look, whatever has happened to you in the past is not going to happen again, or at least in the way that your brain is making you think it will happen again. Like, I don't see that happening to you guys. I'm definitely gonna want to look through your tarot cards and see what specifically you're afraid of letting happen again. For some of you, I am immediately seeing pile number 1 that if this aligns with you, it's definitely something to do with relationship, true counterpart, or it could even be a friendship, something to do with another person. But if that doesn't align with you, I'm also seeing this having to do with some sort of risk taking, something to do with a dream, something to do with opportunities that you're having difficulty being able to see in front of you right now because there's a hostility within you right now. There's some sort of need to protect yourself. And so you might be feeling a little bit restricted, stagnant, or stuck in life right now because, or I'm hearing like a deadbeat job, sorry, wrong word, dead end job. Like there's this weird energy of like, you're not where you really want to be right now. And it's fair to feel that way. How you're feeling right now is entirely fair to feel. But however, pile number 1, you have a lot more power than you realize. A lot more strength, inner strength is what I'm hearing in particular. But we are going to definitely be seeing what comes through with the tarot cards and kind of piece it all together with Oracle. All right, my love. So let us just start shuffling. Let's see what your higher self wants to let you know right now? What does pile number one's higher self want to let you know right now? What does pile number one's higher self want to know right now? No right or wrong way. All right. So as you guys can see, you got a good amount of cards. I feel like this is your significator card, so we're going to turn this over and just see. We have the Princess of Wands, which is also known as the Page of Wands, with the word summer. This is beautiful. Not only that, but we also have the signs here, if you aren't seeing that in the imagery, with Leo, Virgo, and Cancer. All right, so there could be some sort of energy of, depending on when you're watching this, remember this is a timeless reading, but there's some sort of energy to do with the now, because I am filming this during the time of June. Cancer season has not started yet. We are currently in Gemini season, but there might be something about to happen to you. Let's see what else your higher self wants to let you know, pile number one. Next up, we have the Six of Wands. Wow, the very first card you get is the Six of Wands, guys. Come on, pile number one, what's going on? Why are you doubting yourself, my love? We have the Empress card. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut because I feel like it wouldn't serve anyone if I were to keep it open right now. So I'm just gonna keep turning with the Five of Swords, third card here. King of Cups, Cardinal Water. We're gonna be moving this over here, just so I have enough space to be putting all your tarot cards down. You have the Eight of Wands. The Queen of Cups. Okay, this is intriguing to me because I am noticing that you have the King of Cups along with the Queen of Cups. So I'm very intrigued, and then the Eight of Wands right in the middle. So I am intrigued to see what is coming through with the Ace of Swords. The Seven of Wands. The Page of Pentacles, or the Princess of Pentacles. The Emperor. What is going on here, pile number one? I don't understand what happened to make you think that you don't got this. Like, I feel like you guys are doubting yourselves way too much. The Queen of Wands. Oh, I gotta keep my mouth shut. But it's just so intense seeing this right now. You have the Justice card with Libra. And lastly, you have, wow, the Death card finishing up the tarot cards for your reading and what your higher self wants you to know. This is symbolic, guys. This is very symbolic. Hi, pile number one. Okay, so I did take a moment to kind of reorganize your cards, get everything nice and set up, and I did place your significator card. I actually felt very called to place the very last card that I pulled out while we were drawing your tarot cards right underneath the significator card for your reading itself. So these two cards are going to signify the main energies of what's going on, what your higher self really wants to let you know in terms of the overall theme. So actually what I'm hearing here is something very, very, very clear. There's a very urgent message here coming through from your higher self. And what your higher self really wants you to know right now, pile number one, is that you feel as though I'm seeing that you've been like on a journey to get some sort of accomplishment, to have some sort of emotional fulfillment, feel satisfied for what you've gone through, or satisfied in terms of where you are or at in life, what point in your life you're at right now. And maybe you're feeling as if what you've done to get to where you are isn't enough. I'm hearing this, there's this energy of like, you still are disappointed in yourself, or there's always still this energy of like, oh, well, there's other people that have it better than me. Why can't I be like that? And here's the interesting thing, pile number one. What I'm seeing here in terms of what your higher self wants to let you know, whatever you've gone through to make you feel as if what you're going through right now isn't where you want to be, or like it's not enough, or I didn't do enough to get to where I'm at. So, okay, this is actually really interesting. Before I even finish my sentence, I just want you guys to keep in mind, there are two different messages that are coming through for what your higher self wants to let you know. Pile number one, so cherry pick what resonates and leave what doesn't. Because remember, there's probably lots of people that are picking out this pile, so I'm going to use share my first message in terms of what I'm seeing here, and then I'm going to share the second message right after that. So in terms of the first message, pile number one, what I am seeing here is this energy of somebody who's been working really hard to feel like they did it, or they got it, or they did what they wanted to do in their life. They had a vision and they were able to create it. And it took a long time. But what I'm also hearing too is that it's not exactly where you want it to be yet. Interestingly enough, like there's still like more to do. And that might be very frustrating for you to hear. Pile number one, I want to let you know, my love, along with this first message, that what you really want in life is something that not a lot of people actually attained because of the challenges that it takes to actually get there. So what your higher self wants to let you know right now, pile number one, in terms of this first message, okay, keep that in mind. Remember, I do have a second one right after that I'm going to share, is that, okay, yes, look, I know that you're not where you want to be just yet. But here is the thing. This is what you need to know. You're going to get there. I'm actually feeling like as if your higher self is a future version of you. I'm not sure if this is years later, but farthest away that I'm seeing here in terms of a time frame, if I had to give it to you, pile number one, is 2 years. I don't see it being any farther than that. But there's this energy of like a higher self or future self trying to come through and let you know, like, you're gonna get there. You're getting there right now. You're in the middle of it. You're in the midst of getting there. You're not seeing everything you want to see right now, but that is your ego, and that is not serving you. Your higher self is trying to tell you that you are literally a milestone away to getting to that goal that you're trying to attain for yourself. I don't know if this has to do with a person. I don't know if this has to do with a project or an endeavor. I am seeing pentacles here. There's this energy that this has to do with some sort of project. But again, like I said, there is a second message coming through. I'm going to finish up the first message, but you are pile number one. Things aren't going to be able to happen in the exact way that you want it to. You are a very gifted individual, very unique, very different, very talented in your crafts. And I do believe that you still don't even realize how much potential you have in you, or some sort of like ability to, like, I don't know. Okay, this is weird. This is what's coming through, but I am seeing like you're some sort of master manifester, pile number one. I'm feeling like you're somebody that when you really want something, you don't care what it takes. You will do it all to get there. And you don't care about the discomfort when it comes to going through it to get to the other side, if that makes sense. So what I want to let you know though, is that higher self is trying to tell you, you know this already. Everything that we're telling you right now, when I say we're, I don't know why, but it feels like there's some sort of spiritual counsel trying to come through. Everything we're telling you right now is something that a logical part of you knows. And when I say, what I mean by logical is a part of us, our inner knowing, that kind of helps us sift through the BS that fear-based old ways of living, thoughts, it filters through that. It the logic kind of helps us hone in on our emotions to help us tell what's real versus what's not real. What are we making up versus what's really right in front of our eyes? Where are we going versus where we're afraid of getting to? And this is where we got to kind of sift through what's reality and what's illusion. Because I am seeing that you're frustrated, yes, pile number one, but it's not as bad as you think. It's not that your higher self, it's not that your higher self is trying to invalidate you. They actually feel for you deeply. But the thing is that, and they know that you're tired. That's another big thing coming through. However, with these bumps that you're experiencing, these are all necessary. These are called growing pains. These are growing pains, or speed bumps, as you might call them, that are necessary little points to get to when it comes to leading you up to your desired destination that you're trying to get to. Because it's all part of the journey. And not only that, but you're really showing the universe right now that this isn't all that I want. I actually want a lot more. So it's about aligning yourself with that belief. It's about aligning yourself with that fire. You have a big fire in you that it's dying to come out. And I feel like it has come out, but there's an even bigger one in store. You do have a big fire in you, and it's gotten you to the point at which you are right now, pile number one. But the thing is that I think that there's another layer to this fire that you have very yet to uncover or discover about yourself. It's a lot of hidden potential that is trying to come out. And by moving through the crashing waves or the ebbs and flows of life, pile number one, especially when it has to do with this goal or endeavor that you're experiencing right now, your higher self has been trying to tell you, I'm seeing that they have been trying to communicate this to you. This isn't the first time that you're hearing this, or it's very likely that you've been seeing repeating numbers or some sort of, like some type of symbolism, something that you know is standing out to you for a reason. That, like, they're letting you know, pile number one, that this is all necessary to prove to yourself what you're really capable of. Once you believe that, once you instill this mindset that I am unfreaking stoppable, it's all gonna make sense. It's all gonna start clicking for you. Because there's a lot of illusion that's blinding you from seeing how far you've actually come and where you're actually meant to be getting to in life. And that's why, if you haven't noticed, pile number one, it's actually really beautiful, because if you look at the card, if you ended up choosing this pile, the she offers the sacred wine, so drink, with the number 5. She has her hands, I'm gonna take this card so you guys can see it. She has her hands inside this light. And it's kind of as if she's inviting you, she's offering you, she's asking you to reach in it, to go search for it, to go inside. Don't allow the dark, the illusion, the deceit, the shadows to take over your light. Because at the very end, at your reading, pile number 1, if you look, the card that we got was the death card. And if you don't notice, both of these cards hold a light source. And they're actually placed directly at the very same spots. Forward. These energies are indicating to you that as you move forward, my love, pile number 1, as you continue on, I know it's hard. I'm letting you know that you are completely seen and noticed right now. And you are not being misunderstood. I can only imagine how you're feeling right now, pile number 1, because I am feeling someone who is kind of struggling. They're feeling like they're trying to shapeshift, but the shapeshifting may have gone wrong at some points. But here is the thing. Your higher self is trying to let you know that you have what it takes. This is all meant to help you see it. That you are capable of much more than you think. Yes, you've accomplished a good amount of stuff so far. And I know your higher self wants to let you know that, yep, this isn't where it ends for you either. If you think it is, just because there's been bumps. And when I say bumps, they could be big bumps and some of them can be small bumps. But going through these, it's all necessary. Because as you hit a low, you go back to high. And as you hit back to high, you're going to go back to low. This is the inevitable thing of what we call life and experience. But this is all taking you to where you want to be. This is helping you shape yourself into the person that you are meant to become, to help you achieve and receive everything that you've been wanting to manifest all this time for yourself. Because I am seeing you are a master manifester with the Empress, with Page of Pentacles right underneath it. It's like you have been divinely led this whole time so you can get the opportunities in front of you. But the thing is that you're not able to see them because you are afraid. There's some weird fear of, am I really capable of this? I'm getting tired. When is this gonna end? There's already impatience. There's already this feeling of lack. But how are you gonna manifest if you are staying in the belief of lack? How are you gonna get what you want if you're staying in the belief of fear? If you're doubting yourself, if you're getting impatient? Because all about life, it's about the journey itself. It's not just about the destination. It's about enjoying yourself along the way. And you are a powerful creator and you are very gifted. And I feel like it's going to be a lot sooner. It might not even be 2 years, pile number one. But what I did see was farthest out 2 years, there's this energy within you that is going to help you get to where you want to be. But it's about continuing to push through because you are gifted. And the reason why I say this and I keep emphasizing this, pile number one, is because there's a lot of pictures inside these cards that I'm seeing stand out to me with the peacock here right behind the justice figure inside this card. There's this energy of glamour or uniqueness, authenticity. I cannot talk today. Authenticity, standing in your light. And I think that you're slowly, surely but slowly, steadily. When I say slowly, it's good. Because remember, it was the turtle that won, not the hare in the story. Hopefully you guys understood what I was saying. And there is this energy of like, because it is taking time, that's how you know there's going to be more, it's going to be more rewarding getting to the end. In order to get to where you want to be, when it comes to your endeavor in particular, pile number one, remember I am still going through the first message. I haven't gotten to the second message yet, all right? In case anyone is confused, you're not aligning. I want you guys to keep in mind, you got justice twice. Justice here and justice there. And not only that, but you have Libra all over your cards. And then you have 2-2. There's a huge energy here about learning how to balance the logic with the emotion and the emotion with the logic. Balancing the love with the fear and the fear with the love. Remembering everything is all in the same exact spectrum. They're just on two opposite ends. And it's about enjoying and finding yourself in the middle. Finding a nice harmony within yourself. Because if you are able to build a grounded center within you, pile number one, what I am seeing here is this is what's going to help carry you to get you to your goal, to your destination. I'm seeing here that you may be fearful of it, but the light is right there. The light is right there. You might not be seeing it, but you're almost there. Pile number one. And it's about finding that home in yourself. That's what's going to help keep you contained so you can continue to get to where you want to be and reach out and grab that light. Reach out and grab your goal. Reach out and grab your dreams. Whatever this is to you that you're reaching out for, it's going to happen, my love. But it's about you being there for yourself, to believe in yourself that you are capable of getting there. And keep in mind that we are still on the first message. I'm going to be looking into the second message right now because there definitely is a second message coming through here for you guys, pile number one, in case the first message didn't resonate, or maybe both messages will resonate. What I am seeing here, though, in terms of the second message, this has to do with love. And what's funny is I'm always trying to do messages or readings about helping you see what your higher self wants you to know. But sometimes your higher self wants to let you know that you're ready for love. And I guess this is one of those occasions, because what I'm seeing here is that maybe there has been a past. You've had a dark experience when it comes to getting hurt or being disappointed in your past. Pile number one. And your higher self really wants to let you know that you've done enough. You're ready to start looking for that again. Or if there's a person already trying to reach out and you're fearful of it, I am seeing that there is a genuine energy here coming through. And that the only thing that's making you doubt it is the past. I feel like the past is kind of being really harsh on you. Maybe there's like an old version of you that had a really strong grip on themselves, or they were a little bit of a control freak is what I'm hearing. Like there's this energy as if a part of you, maybe an old version of you or a shadow aspect of you, is a little bit of a control freak. And what I mean by that is they want to make sure that they know exactly what's going to happen to them before they take a risk. Like they don't like to take risks unless they're calculated and they're planned and they're smart and you have some sort of idea. Like there's a higher percentage that it's going to go right than go wrong. There's a fear of getting hurt here, a fear of being vulnerable, a fear of being truthful with yourself in totality, because in reality, we all want to feel love. You know, it's about having the seesaw effect, like I said, but you need to remember something, pile number one. You cannot experience love without fear, and you cannot experience fear without love, because you are inevitably, wherever love is, our hearts want to take us there, because we want to be happy in life, right? We want to have that emotional fulfillment. If that's something you're seeking, I see that being a very high chance for you to accomplish and get in life. But the thing is that you're forgetting that love and fear do exist on the same spectrum. That sometimes in life, the things that you love the most, you're also going to fear losing the most. The most scariest things in life are about embracing our human nature, which is to love, which is to feel those pleasurable experiences. And even though it's scary to feel because we don't know when that thing can get lost or taken away from us, that's about embracing. It's about embracing it. It's about reminding yourself that you can create a home in yourself to help you remember that yes, something can happen. But here's the thing. I know I can pick myself back up. Here's the thing. I know that my self-worth is too important for me to risk losing a nice opportunity of being happy. Because remember, all these things, all these people, everyone we meet in life is ultimately helping us get to where we're meant to be. And what I mean by that, there's no right or wrong destination. There's no right or wrong placement area you'll be placed in life. It's more about reminding yourself that you can either stay fearful without love, or you can have some fear with love, aligning or taking you all over the place in life. It's about asking yourself, which one are you willing to kind of put over your head? Which perspective are you willing to look at life through? Which lens are you willing to look at life through with? With love or with fear? Because that, I feel like, is something that's been taking you back and forth, back and forth. And I definitely can see your heart really wants you to do this. And that's what your higher self's trying to say. They're like, listen to your heart, dude. Listen to your heart. If you're terrified of getting hurt, pile number one, I am seeing that whatever's happened to you in the past has made you forget that you're just too much of a lovable person. And not only that, but what you want wants you back. But it's about you believing that they do want you, for you, and not for something else that you think they want. There's too much fear of things in the past happening again. And remember, things stay in the past for a reason. There's no such thing as something happening all over again to you. Every experience that you have in life is one of a kind in its own. So the fear that you're having is a survival part of you that is afraid of death. But here's the thing, the death is metaphorical, pile number one. Nothing bad is ever going to happen to you. What I'm seeing here is that it all is leading you to realizing your true worth, realizing your true potential. And again,
Pile number 1, if the second message is resonating with you when it comes to love or finding another divine counterpart, there's everything taking you to unlocking whatever it is that you're seeking, whether it is love, whether it is that endeavor, whether it is success. I see you guys all being able to get it. But it's about changing the perspective and opening yourself up, remembering that there are opportunities all around you. It's about opening your eyes. It's about releasing the stoning, breaking the stoning off your heart. Let's uncarve it or melt the ice walls. Let's warm it up. Let that light inside you warm it up. And keep telling yourself that you've had yourself this whole time. Maybe it is time to let something else in. I really hope this reading resonated with you guys. And again, I send you guys so much unconditional love. Keep believing in yourself and keep moving forward. Because you guys, pile number 1, regardless if it resonated with message 1 or message 2 or both, you guys are capable of getting exactly what you want. Your higher self is letting you know that. It's just needing, you have to believe in it. When you go through the bumps in life, it's all kind of like your higher self or your guides trying to say or ask you, are you sure you really want this? Believe it. Believe that you want this. Believe that you're capable of accomplishing this, overcoming these things, and then you're going to get it. You are. I see you. This is a confirmation, 100%. You are going to get exactly what you want. It's just about you believing in it and aligning your mindset with the reality that you're trying to get. Remember, it's a law of attraction, or as above, so below. Inner world reflects your outer world. You need to start aligning yourself with the right frequencies to get what you want. But with that being said, I hope you have a blessed rest of your day. Hit the subscribe button if this resonated, or if you feel called to look in and see all the other healing tools that I love uploading videos on weekly. But with that being said, it was lovely to do this reading for you, and goodbye. Hi, pile number 2, welcome to your reading, and this is exactly what your higher self wants you to know right now, higher self's message. But if you ended up choosing this pile, this is the card that you use to choose. We have the Angel Raspberry, and what we're actually going to be doing, and just so you guys know, we have a 2 and a 7 here, so the overall energy of your reading or theme is going to have to do with the number, or the essence, the energy of the number 9. So with that, let's keep that in mind. We're going to take a look at Rumi's book and see what poem goes along with your significator card for your reading in totality. All right, so just give me one moment to grab it. All right, so we're going to go to card number 27. All right, yes. And let us read the poem. Tell me the truth, I asked love. What are you? I am the everlasting life, love said. I am the reoccurring joy of living. Your poem was actually very short, sweet, simple, straight to it. And pile number 1's was pretty detailed, but this is beautiful regardless. With the Angel Raspberry, there is something here about being ready for something. Like, are you ready? Or you are ready. I feel like your higher self is going to want to let you know about an initiation of some sort that you're about to go through, or you currently are going through. Maybe you know what I'm talking about, or maybe you don't yet. But let us continue on. We're going to start taking a look at all your oracle cards that came out. No right or wrong way we're going to be picking out these cards. It's about what is intuitively or coming through to let me know where to go or where to start first. So first up, you got Blue Tansy with trigger statement, where do I go from here? And true statement, I allow life to flow through me. Inspiration has arrived and will work through you as you move forward. This actually is immediately aligning with the significator card, but we're going to place it right here with the word ignite. I didn't mention that. Let's continue. Number 13 with solitude. Actually, let's put this here. Let's continue. This is peeking out. We have no place like home. This is actually intriguing me right now. So I don't know if you guys are noticing, there is a little bit of a light here. Well, this is more of a fog, but I feel like there's light shining right behind here. Oh, there it is, the ray right here. And there's a ray right here. So these are two very isolated buildings or structures. And they're all alone. They're by themselves, but standing strong. I want to see where this is going to take us, definitely. So I'm actually going to be placing this here. The synchronicities, guys, is intriguing me right now. We have time for a nap. And the Yin Yang Oracle with change and courage. Balance. I feel like I know where this is heading, but let's continue. Slow and steady. Okay, this is all making sense now. 100%. I know where this is going to take us, and I'm going to try to keep my mouth shut so we kind of allow all the cards to get put on the table first. We have reflection. Okay, this is intriguing me. Why? Because you got the card of balance and you got reflection. So there's something about two energies. And what's intriguing me as well even more, but you have courage, but then you also have time for a nap. So it's intriguing to me that you already are having like two polarizing energies coming up in your oracle cards. But let us continue. All right. We have Ginger with Will. I am a victim is the trigger statement. And the true statement is, I am powerful beyond measure. You are strong and capable. With gratitude, optimism, and action, manifest the life you desire. Next up, we have guarded and vulnerability, which is why probably solitude is here. Did you give up on yourself, pile number 2? Did you give up on something? Or maybe took a break from something, distanced yourself from something, a thought, an idea, or a project, something you tried to start doing and you took a pause on, but the pause ended up being a lot longer than you wanted it to, and now you're like, I wasn't gonna get it anyways. Like, I don't know why, I just feel like this is something that you've been on, and it's tiring. Are you lonely? Because it's been taking so long? Let's continue. We have self-worth and expectations. This is intriguing to me. I don't know why, but the reason that he's standing, the figure in this card is standing alone. It reminds me of these other imageries where these buildings are kind of standing alone. You have confusion, illusions, and Neptune. Okay. Yeah. There's some weird idea here that is keeping you. Okay, this is what's intriguing me even more. Now we have these glasses here, and there's things that reflect through glasses, and then we have reflection. Okay, let's continue on. Peace. This actually, okay, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. But yeah, this is making sense a lot, like a lot. And last but not least, you have Copaiba. I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. With the keyword worthy. Trigger statement, I am ashamed. And true statement, I am cherished. There are connections to ancestral and childhood memories that are ready to be healed. Allow divine light to shine within. Wow. You guys are going through a huge healing journey. you've had some sort of massive spiritual awakening. Massive. And when I say massive, this is not, I feel like that word isn't even doing it justice. I got goosebumps shooting up my arms, but there's an energy here. Pile number 2. You guys are freaking warriors. Warriors. You have stood so strong. I'm so proud of you. I don't know why, but I just feel as if you guys have gone through literal hell, and your higher self is trying to hold your hand through this. Your higher self is trying to keep telling you that you made the right decision or something you did was the right choice. So again, I have 2 messages coming through with pile number 2. So choose what resonates, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But this can either be that this is something you started, that you took a break on, a much longer break than you intended because maybe something happened that led you to taking a break, and it was too intense that, like, the whole scenario, the whole event that led you in the middle of you doing this endeavor or whatever you were doing, was so intense. The experience that it left on you, the imprint it left on you was so intense that it kind of halted the progress you were making on this particular thing. So it led you to forming the wrong belief systems about yourself, or it led you down the wrong route. Like, it feels like something was a detour in the middle of your while you were trying to get to a certain destination in life, and the detour took a lot longer than you planned, but because of it, it made you feel as if, I don't really need to keep doing this. What's the point? Like, am I even gonna get there? I don't even know. I feel like you were starting to talk yourself out of something that you wanted, that you did get started, but you never finished. So that's the first thing coming through. The second thing that I'm seeing coming through pile number 2, if the first message didn't resonate with you, is, again, some sort of heartbreak or some sort of turmoil. You guys are warriors. There's an energy of, I don't know if this is going to resonate with everybody. I'm going to be straight up here. But I don't know. I'm seeing that some of you guys have gone through some insane emotional abuse or psychological abuse. Something where you were in an environment that was very debilitating to your self-worth, the image of yourself. It's as if you were put, there's some sort of environment, something about your surroundings is messing with your head and making you see something that is completely untrue about yourself. And the opposite of that non-truth is actually the real thing that you should be looking at. So if you're feeling like you're not good enough, you are good enough, is what I'm trying to say. If you feel like you're not worthy, you actually are worthy. But there was a lot of things that led you to believing these things about yourself. Like I see that if you were left alone, you're better off. Like, I am seeing that you're more of somebody who likes to be, you enjoy your solitude. Like, you enjoy being alone. There's a part of you that likes your alone time. However, what is actually interestingly, like, what intrigues me about you guys, pile number 2, is that I am seeing, like, there's this energy of, like, I like being alone, but I hate it at the same time because I have really bad fear of abandonment, and when I'm alone, a lot of stuff come up, and it's really not nice and pleasant to see, so I kind of run away from it. So I am seeing that whether you resonated with message number 1 or message number 2 or both, overall, pile number 2, the message that your higher self, I am seeing, even through your own oracle cards, I haven't even gotten to the tarot cards yet. They want to let you know, at least the first thing that I'm seeing here, is that if you started or went through some sort of huge realization or revelations of some sort of spiritual awakening, and you were in the midst of your healing journey, or you were thinking about starting it, but it's too hard to kind of let yourself see everything for what it really is, your higher self wants to let you know that you're ready to continue that. You've been getting these random nudges. If you have been feeling like these random thoughts popping up in your head, like, well, maybe, but you keep pushing the thought farther and farther back in your head, that's not even you saying that to yourself. That's your higher self, your guides. There's nudges all over the place that I'm seeing here. And overall, pile number 2, if you think you don't have what it takes, you do. And we are definitely going to be taking a look at your tarot cards to kind of weave everything in together. 100%. So let's see, what does pile number two's higher self? Okay, want them to know right now. What does pile number two's higher self want them to know right now? So first off, what I am seeing as your significator card that did pop out on its own was the Queen of Wands with fixed fire at the very top. So this is Leo, Mama Leo. All right, so we're gonna leave the significator card of the overall energy right here. All right, so randomly this is coming through. August might be of importance to some people watching this. Pile number two, August, there might be something crazy happening, or just take it out if it doesn't resonate. August or September is what came through. I don't know why, that's what just came through, but let us take a look at the rest of your cards now. All right, so you have the High Priestess. Yeah, just ignore that. This is the key word. This is the main energy of the card, the High Priestess. You have the Four of Pentacles. Let's place your significator card right here. You have the Three of Swords. The Prince of Pentacles, which is also known as the Knight of Pentacles. This is a really interesting imagery of the Knight of Pentacles, actually. You have the Ten of Swords with the element of air. What's actually intriguing me, I just realized something. These two oracle cards that we got with the term self-worth and courage, these remind me of the energy of Leo. So this kind of definitely aligns with your significator card energy with the Queen of Wands. Next up, you have the Lover's card. Okay, right off the bat, I am noticing there's a lot of Gemini energy coming through, so I'm going to keep that in mind moving forward. You now have the Four of Swords. And the Princess of Swords. See, a lot of swords. Page of Swords can also be interpreted for a princess. And we also have Winter there as well. Next up, you have the World's card. The Nine of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. This actually is making sense. All right, let's continue. The Princess of Pentacles, which is what's also known as the Page of Pentacles. The Seven of Wands. The Ace of Swords. Last but not least, the Two of Swords. So, pile number two. There's a lot going on here, but for sure, what I can tell you, in terms of what I'm seeing and what your higher self wants you to know, pile number two, there is a huge message coming through here. And whether you resonated with the first message or the second or both, it resonates with both. The overall energy coming through in your reading, pile number two, is that you hold the absolute key to your fate, to your destiny, to whatever it is, your end goal, whatever it is, you hold it. You hold all the answers within you. You have a lot more inner power than you realize.
And not only that, but this inner knowing, it did come out for you at certain times in your life. And what I'm seeing here is it feels like there was a time where perhaps this inner knowing was very strong and potent. And along with the inner knowing, as it came up, so did a lot of other things that maybe you were trying to shove inside yourself for a very long time. And what I mean by that are trauma, things that are memories that aren't really the best to remember. And it's kind of created some sort of veil over your head to really be able to see your true potential, your true worth once again. And it's kind of like I'm seeing somebody who had a glimmer of like, oh my God, like I'm this cool. But then all after they had that glimmer moment, everything else started coming out as well. Because remember, when we reawaken our inner knowing, our strength, a lot of all the other BS that we were running away from comes up too. Because guess what? When you stop running away from it, higher self, your subconscious self is going to be like, okay, let me use this as an opportunity to make you look at everything you've been running away from, everything you've been repressing is going to come up, and there we go. So perhaps something like this may have happened in the middle of some sort of journey you were going through, and it scared the bejesus out of you. So it shut you down. And because it shut you down, pile number 2, it also shut down those little gifts that you know you hold inside you. And I feel like you haven't even got to fully explore it. You haven't even gotten to really see what you're really capable of just yet, because there is an important emphasis coming from your higher self to you had to sort through that. You had to sort through the detour stuff. You had to look at what was there, what was trying to be pushed in front of your face. As uncomfortable as it was, I think it's been the very thing that's been making you stray away from this path that you started and haven't really gotten back on track with, because it's scary. And that's a valid feeling to have, pile number 2. But the thing, however, is that it's interesting. I don't even know if this might be some sort of PTSD thing, but I'm definitely seeing like an aspect of a shadow self coming through here. And the exact reasoning behind why I'm saying that is because, I don't know if you guys remember me mentioning this, but the Lover's card coming here, and I'm staring at it. I'm now looking at the reflection card. And she is looking in this picture at a reflection of herself. There's another her, 2 versions of the same being looking at each other, holding hands. And what I'm seeing here, this energy of a shadow and looking at the light and the shadow, the yin and the yang. And when I look at this, I see somebody who's maybe either too afraid to go back into the light. So this is the either or here. You might be too afraid to go back into the light, to embrace it, to embrace your truth, healing, befriending your shadow. Or you're really comfortable in the light. You want to stay in the conscious area of who you are. You want to have control, keep a rein on things. But because you're like that, you're staying busy. And I don't know why, but that's why I said I had this weird energy of like fear of abandonment, like you're afraid of being alone. But then you also like being alone. That's the weird thing. That's why I'm saying like you gotta find a balance between the light and the dark aspects of who you are. The darker aspects like to come up when you're alone, because when you're alone, you get to sweep through the things, sift through the thoughts that are running through your head more, and more easily at that. But the thing is that because you're alone, there's a fear of like, what if those things start coming up again? I don't know. I'm seeing like you guys are spiritual people. I don't know if you guys had a spiritual awakening, spiritual realization, some sort of spiritual based journey. Because from what I'm seeing here, it's like people, pile number 2, you guys might have been trying to start your healing journey, and the healing journey got too scary and dark, and the dark, like maybe there was a dark night of the soul that happened, an experience that was too heavy on you, and it made you close up. It closed you out from being able to continue or pick up where you left off. It kept you stuck because you opened a door. Maybe you weren't ready to open the door just yet, because what I'm seeing here is that it requires, that door when it got open, it required a lot of courage to keep going. I think you made yourself stay stuck in a shape-shifting period in your life for much longer than life intended for you to stay in it for, if that makes sense. And it's because it got too scary all too fast, and there was not enough stability inside yourself just yet, so you can have a home inside of yourself to kind of go back to, recenter yourself in, and take those little pauses in between the healing journey process. And so because there was a lack of that at the very beginning, when you tried to open that door, it was like all too much, all too fast, and there was no security within you when it came up. So it was too intense, too much, and I feel that kind of shut you down. Like, right, if you had pushed through, from what I'm seeing here, it's like if you had continued to go on that path, you would have been able to really figure something out. I don't know what it is that's coming through. I don't know, like, are you guys trying to figure out what you want to do in life? Like, are you guys trying to figure out, like, who you want to be? Like, I'm seeing someone going through some sort of self-development journey, or, like, self-discovery journey, like, something like, who am I? Like, this weird energy, like, a deep philosophical questioning of, like, who am I really at my core? And it's like, you guys were going to get there. You were getting to the core, but to get to the core, you have to go through the layers of you. The different layers that make you you. And some layers are scarier than other layers. And I think that there wasn't enough centering, there wasn't a harmony within you enough to help ground you when you needed it. And again, I'm getting very specific images popping up in my head, but what I'm seeing is you could be somebody who is trying to, like, you might be subconsciously, without realizing it, pushing away like potential good connections. Like, this could be friendships, like forming true connections with people. You're pushing that away because of what came up, and it's weird. It's as if you drove yourself into hiding. Like, your light was trying to come out. Like, you were in this process of being rebirthed, reborn, reawakened to your true potential. And then because of the stuff that came up with it to help you get there, it was too much, too fast. There wasn't enough grounded energy within you, like root chakra energy. And it created a halt in your progression. And so either or, I'm seeing that you've been keeping yourself extremely busy with other people's problems. If you're a Virgo, come on, Virgos. You guys deserve to love yourselves too, just as much as you love others and care for others. But I don't know why, there was just this Virgo energy coming through. Not to mention that the significator number with the card that helped you pick out this pile is 9. But there is this energy of either you're pushing people away without realizing it, or you don't push people away. Like, it's like you have friends, yeah, like you have people that you talk to, but it's like they can only come at such a certain point where you start pushing them back. Like, yes, you get with them, you can stay close with them, have those conversations and vibe with them, but then when it gets too close, like, oh, I'm starting to open up my vulnerability, it's like, nope, back the fuck away. That's what I'm seeing. And it's because of this wound that was trying to be revealed. Like, you don't think that, do you think you don't deserve it? Like, are you not deserving of these things? What did you go through to make you believe that you're not worthy? I know that the thing that drove you to want to start this journey was intense, because I do feel like you guys are intense ass warriors, for sure. But overall, pile number 2, your higher self is trying to tell you that you are well on your way to figuring it all out. And you don't need to start at the beginning, but perhaps you gather the right little resources you need now so you can pick up where you left off sooner rather than later, because you're gonna figure it out. But it's about making sure that well along the way that you have a home inside yourself to return to while you're figuring it out. Because this is going to be a lonely process. And it's about making sure that you maintain an inner harmony within yourself so you can journey along and see the things that need to be seen, so you can validate them and honor them for what they are, so then they can float away just like a cloud. It's about seeing the cloud, looking at the shape it takes on, and then saying, oh, that's cool, and then let it go away. But the cloud came and you're like, oh my God, ah, and then you close the door. So your higher self is like, come on, you're ready. Keep going. You were so close. You had to go through this. And I don't know why I'm getting so emotional, but I feel for you, pile number 2, because there's so many people in life that try to open their door when they're healing, and then they close it. They close it quicker than they opened it because it's too much for them all at once. And it sucks because I feel like a lot of people in life, they just don't know the right tools necessary to help them move through those processes, because it is intense. Darkness of the souls are intense things to experience. But here is the thing. You are a lot stronger than you think, and you are able to move through it because you have courage, because you have this energy that not only is being signified by the fixed fire card, the Queen of Wands here. You are a giver. You love helping. All right. But you got to start giving a hand out to yourself. Be your own savior. Be your own superhero right now, because you got this. You do got this. And it's very likely that the only reason why it didn't work out the first time you did it was because you were rushing through it. I'm hearing that you were rushing, like you were going like pew, 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 when you should have been moving nice and steadily at the pace at which your intuition was trying to guide you with. But the thing is that that's how you know you're a lot stronger than you think, because sometimes that strength in you just wants to go, 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 keep doing, go get things done. They get motivated. They have a fire that doesn't burn out for nothing. But here's the thing, with healing, we can't treat healing like a project when it comes to making money or like a personal endeavor. Healing is a lot more delicate and fragile than that. And it's about making sure that you're healing for the sake of yourself, for your love for yourself, making sure that the intention to heal is coming from the right places, that you weren't forced to do this, or it's not, there's no energy of shame being aligned before you start your healing journey. You need to make sure that you remind yourself, what were your real intentions for wanting to start this in the first place? Ask yourself the whys. Ask yourself the whats. What made you? What led you to wanting to do that? What inspired you like crazy? Because I am feeling like there's been a little bit of an itch that you've been wanting to scratch for a while when it comes to some energy trying to lure you back into it. Because you were well on your way to figuring it all out, pile number 2. And you still have the opportunity to do that. There's no dead ends, and there's no such thing as too late in life. It's about when you're ready to start up again. And you have a beautiful opportunity to do that. And I think your higher self is calling down on you to say, hey, come on. And I'll hold your hand every step of the way. But here's the thing that I want to preface. There is a little bit of a cautionary tale coming up in your reading, especially pile number 2, where you need to make sure that you do this the right way the second time around. That you find that home inside yourself, that you learn like the right little techniques you can do to help yourself heal. Because pile number 2, what I'm seeing is that you're going to need some sort of little tools in a toolbox to help you in your pathway towards self-enlightenment and like rediscovering who you are, who you really want to be, who you're meant to become. Because I see that there's still some things that maybe are misaligned in your life and you want them aligning at a certain way, and the only way that you can get them aligned in that way is if you move through this journey. So your higher self's like, yeah, we know that, come on. And they're ready, as long as you're ready. But it's about taking it slow, keeping a balance, making sure that when you realize something or have a huge revelation, or when you open that door, maybe you can even take a baby step and just crack it open. Peek through, then take a step back, breathe through it for as long as you need to, and then open it a little bit wider, and then a little bit wider, and then a little bit wider. It could be in small little increments. Remember, there's no race to the end when it comes to healing. And everyone heals at different paces. So if you feel like you were being kind of like peer pressured into doing it as well, that's not fair to you, pile number 2. And you can do this the right way. You're ready. You are ready, my love. And I'm just like proud of you because I know that you guys have gone through a lot. But you're gonna get there. You're gonna figure it out. You're a lot stronger than you think. I really hope that this reading resonated with you, pile number 2. It resonated for me for sure, like in terms of like I can feel what you guys, how you're feeling right now, and I send you guys so much love because I know how that feels. I know, and it sucks, and it feels like you gotta start all over again, but no, you're not starting all over again. You're just picking up where you left off, okay? Remember, everything happens for a reason. It's about trying to understand the reasoning. And sometimes people kind of skip over that part. They don't question. I feel like we don't question things enough in life. Maybe it's about you asking yourself more questions. Be more curious to learn more about yourself and what you have to say about certain things. Let your opinion shine. Pile number 2, I send you so much love. Thank you so much if you were here till the end. Please subscribe if you feel called to, or check out my YouTube channel, as my channel is all aligned with healing and helping you become the best version of yourself through healing and using a wide variety of different healing strategies or topics or tools to help get you there. And I feel like in a way that does align with your reading, so maybe we met for a reason. Sending you so much unconditional love. Bye.
Hi, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. If you ended up choosing this pile, as you might already know, this was the card that you might have used to get a nice understanding. And if you can't tell, we have 3 and 4 at the very corner. So if you add those all up, it is 7. So 7 is the number that's going to be associated with the overall theme of your reading, is what I'm seeing here. So that could be 7th house based off astrology. That can be the number 7 with the energy of Libra. It can also be the energy of the month of July. But let us see the poem that is connected to this card in particular before we actually start the reading itself. So give me one moment while I grab the book. All right, so we're going to be going into 34. All right, and you guys have a nice long poem over here. Put aside your clever schemes. Oh, lover, be mindless. Become mad. Dive into the heart of the flame. Become fearless. Be like a moth. Turn away from the self and tear down the house. Then come and dwell in the house of love. Be a lover. Live with lovers. Clean your chest from all hostility. Wash it 7 times, then fill it with the wine of love. Be a chalice for love. Be a chalice. You must be all love to be worthy of the beloved. When going to the gathering of the drunks, be a drunk, become drunk. Your thought takes a course, dragging you in its wake. Move beyond thought, let your heart lead, be the leader. When the grace of love is revealed, be a mirror to reflect it. When the beloved's hair is loosened, brush it like a comb. Be a comb. This is impactful. Aligning with love is the overall energy that I'm seeing here. But again, let us begin. We're going to take a look at your oracle cards first, and then we're going to get into the tarot and see what your higher self wants to let you know. All right, pile number 3. But with that being said, I'm going to place this card right here. And let us begin. This card popping out. You have magic. Oh, this is hard to read. You have anxiety. That is actually, okay, this is making sense already. I'm already getting a bunch of messages coming through. But let us see. You have unexpected storm. Treasure Island. Ghost. Ooh. Deep freeze. Lavender. With the keyword balance. Trigger statement is no one understands me. True statement is I ask for what I need. From a place of love, you need to stand up and speak your truth. What you wish for is what the universe wishes for you. From a place of love. This aligns me back to the poem. Yeah, like, okay, so basically what I do want to mention before I continue, what I said earlier, I made a comment because I felt like there was something coming up. I'm seeing somebody who's an intense person. Like, there's an intensity to you. And there is some difficulty going on. This is the first thing I'm seeing or coming through in my head, pile number 3, is I'm seeing like you are having some sort of issue or struggle with pinpointing or learning how to direct your intensity or your energy to certain things. Like, it's kind of sporadic, it's spread out, it's a little bit all over the place, and you're trying to go through some sort of journey. We're going to continue and see what else is coming through, but at first things first that I am seeing is that you are a powerful person, but there's some sort of trouble with being able to really direct your energy in the right areas or something like that. It's kind of spread all over the place, which might be stretching you kind of thin, but let us continue and see. You have rejection, loss, fragmented. Fragmented is the word that's sticking out to me the most. Beautiful card. Remember, awakening. There's a reminder here. Your higher self is definitely going to remind you of something. You have topical with the keyword harmony. Trigger statement is I am boiling over, an overwhelming of an energy, too much, all over the place. True statement, I allow myself to feel. Give yourself space to decompress and take time to nurture your body, mind, and spirit. Allow emotions to surface and release. Last but not least, we have a change in the wind. This is crazy. Why? Because this goes along with the storm, unexpected, and what's even more interesting to me is if you take a look, this is actually pointing at a home, a structure, and there is wind blowing through this structure as well. So it's some sort of change in the air, has shifted something within you that's got you losing your mind a little bit, and maybe you're having trouble being able to really pinpoint where to put or direct your energy right now. There's some sort of energy going on here where I'm just seeing that something has happened, shattered you some way, where it's like a bump that hit you pretty hard, somewhere where it hurt, and it got you dead inside, and it's either made you numb, like you're numbing yourself on the outside that I'm seeing, but then there's like you're speaking 1,000 words a second is what I'm seeing. Like your head, like your inner world is not a good reflection of your outer world is what I'm seeing. Like you're losing it on the inside, but you kind of keep a nice cool composure on the outside because you don't want to show that to anybody except yourself. So you do it behind closed doors, but you try not to be behind closed doors a lot. I don't know. I'm seeing somebody who's all over the place. So I hope that's making sense with how I'm trying to explain it, because it feels like someone who doesn't know what to do with themselves right now. Like they're kind of lost. But let us continue, and let's get your tarot cards for further clarification. All right, so let's do this now. Pile number 3. Tarot cards. What does pile number 3's higher self want them to know right now? What does pile number 3's higher self want them to know right now? All right. You guys got a lot of tarot cards. Oops, that looks not nice. Let's fix it right now. There we go. All right. I'm actually feeling like this would be your significator card. So the significator card, the overall theme, the energy of your reading that I'm about to dive into here for your higher self's message. Pile number 3 is the Fool card. This is beautiful. There is something new. Something's beginning. An awakening. It's kind of like, this is so beautiful. Sorry, I'm just staring at the pictures. But let us continue here. So the Fool card is right here, just so you can see it. And starting off your reading, we have the Moon. The Four of Wands. The Prince of Wands, which is also known as the Knight of Wands. The Two of Wands. This is a crazy Two of Wands. Something's trying to shut down You're losing it right now. For some reason, I'm feeling like based off this particular Two of Wands, from how this deck creates their imagery, there's this energy of, there's a lost sense of self going on right now. Something happened that got you dissociating, making you kind of lose a grip on what's really right in front of you, the truth of the situation. So that's something that's coming through very strongly. You have the Hierophant. You have the Chariot. Wow, a lot of major arcana cards coming out. The King of Wands. The King of Pentacles. Wow, you have two kings back to back. That is cool. The Star. Okay, you guys are going through some huge shifting moment in your life. Wow. The Emperor. Oh my God, guys. You guys have so much major arcana. You guys are going through a huge transitional or transformational period in your life right now. Wow, new beginnings everywhere. But it's kind of like you gotta reel yourself back in to be able to see it. Like the whole picture clearly is what I'm seeing. Like getting a newer perspective is gonna really help you rein it all back in. The Nine of Swords. As I said that, getting a different perspective, reining it back in. This makes sense now because there's this energy of, your energy's all over the place. Not to mention when you think of dogs, they're energetic, they're playful, they're lovely, but they're also very like, they're little balls of energy, fun, intense. There's a childlike naivety to them. So, and they're a little bit of impulse. So when you think of that, I think of anxiety as well. And there's this energy of somebody who, there's a magic within you that's trying to come out, but because of something that may have happened, you might have been in the midst of unlocking this magic within you. It was there. It's intact. It's still there. Do not worry, pile number 3. But the thing is that of the matter, something happened, shifted you off course, and it's got you losing your mind a little bit right now. And I believe that your higher self is coming through trying to ground you, tell you you got this, you're okay, you're not alone, you're supported, and not only that, but this is all necessary to get you to exactly who you're trying to step into, which is this energy of, I just hit the camera, so ignore that, which is this energy of a boss leader. Someone who knows exactly what they want in life, they go after it and they don't care, they don't think twice. Headstrong energy. But Ace of Cups. Yes. It's like you have the opportunities in front of you. Like you need to change your perspective. Judgment. Yes, you need to change your perspective. This is all helping you level up. The Magician. What? Tell me this isn't insane. You got the Hierophant, the Chariot, the Star, Judgment, Magician, Moon, Emperor. Your freaking significator card is the Fool. Pile number 3. I am not making this up. I am flipping the cards in front of you. Knight of Wands. Resilience. You guys are resilient beings. Persevering, pushing through, beautiful. With the last card being the Sun card. Pile number 3. You are such a powerful being. Powerful beyond compare. I don't think you guys understand how powerful you really are. Okay, this is all making so much, I don't know, okay, channeled message that just shot through my head, so I'm going to share it right away. Again, remember, leave what doesn't resonate and take what does. This reading is for thousands of different people, and energies are mixed, right? I'm just going to share what comes through. What's coming through immediately. Something happened that triggered something in you. I don't know if you've been trying to work on building your self-worth or self-confidence. Something about courage is coming through. Taking a risk, like becoming more of a risk taker in your life. Something, maybe you had fear of change, fear of the unknown, but then you also had a fear of staying the same. So it's like you've been kind of battling back and forth with that. And I feel like, okay, this sounds really weird, but I feel like this was divinely planned. Like whatever you're going through that's caused so much craziness in your head was planned. It was divinely guided. It was meant to happen to you. So you wake up. I'm like seeing like a snap of snapping fingers in my head. Like, there you go. Finally, that's what we wanted. But then it's kind of like your guides didn't realize that this actually made you go a little bit crazy. And now the magic is out. The intensity is out. This light is out. The spark happened. It created a spark. But now it's like the sparks are kind of shooting all over the place like a little firecracker. Like it doesn't know where to direct the energy. So your higher self is saying this is normal. What you're experiencing right now might feel a little bit overwhelming, but it is extremely normal and a normal process that you're going through, because this is you starting the journey. You're figuring it all out. You're figuring out who you are. But the most important thing that your higher self really wants you to know, pile number 3, is that you need to remember whatever this thing that happened was that created all this chaos, but at the same time it released something in you that was intense and boiling. I don't know, I'm seeing some of you guys may have exploded, may have lost your cool at one point because of it. A lot of things just kind of went everywhere. So it can either be that you're explosive and it happened, but now it's in you and you're a little bit not showing that. You have a really strong stance, composure type thing going on with you. So it makes you have trouble being able to express that or show that to people. But because it came out and maybe it was too scary, maybe you didn't want to see it all the way through. Regardless of what it is and what happened, this was all meant to make you stronger, okay? This is all meant to help you get to where you're meant to be. I believe that your spirit guides have been leading you down a certain path that's helping you reawaken a huge, beautiful intensity inside of you that's going to help you grow wings to fly you to the destination, to fly you to your goals, to fly you to your aspirations. But you needed to go through this to wake it up, to hear yourself roar for once. It can even be that I'm hearing, this could be very specific, but I'm seeing like, I can't take it anymore. Like I just, something like that. Like there's this energy of like, I can't do this. I can't take it anymore. I'm losing it. I'm losing my mind. I'm getting goosebumps as I'm talking. Like there's this intense energy of like somebody who just can't deal with it anymore. They're tired. They're frustrated. They're fed up. And you don't know what to do. Okay, so I'm hearing some of you guys already went through it and you're like, you might have done some crazy sporadic, made an impulsive move on something. But I'm hearing what's kind of funny. This is a little bit funny. It's making me laugh. But there's this energy of like, oh yeah, like that's fine. Like I'm hearing from your higher self, it's like, oh yeah, but it happened. Whatever happened, happened. Like it's fine. If it happened, it happened. If you guys are the calm and collected people, some of you guys watching pile number 3, the calm and collected people, I'm talking to you. There's this energy within you that you know is there, and you're losing your mind. You might be trying to do other things to keep yourself distracted. You might be trying to go about your normal routine, but you might have been taking days off from work or from school. I don't know where you are in life. But I am seeing that there's this energy of like, this was all meant to happen to make you get out of your shell. Why do you keep containing it? Why do you keep trying to repress it? You know that this is intense. You know that this is uncomfortable. I feel that you're being very like pushed to go follow your dreams or go follow something. I see your higher self is trying to say you're a lot stronger than you think. You can do whatever the heck you want in life. And I feel like something that you really want in life is divinely meant to happen to you, or be like you're meant to be the thing. Something about you, like it's about you right now. Like I don't see this being like a material thing, to be honest. As I said it didn't sound nice coming out. It didn't resonate, but there's this energy of like your higher self, your guides, your spiritual counsel. I see this as a team. I don't even see this as your higher self. There's a lot of energies coming to talk right now, pile number 3 to you. But it's like you're being prepared for a crazy journey ahead of you. Like, I don't know if there's something starting. I don't know if you are a natural entrepreneur. I don't know if you're somebody who has a drive, an ambition, something that you want, something that you know your heart is trying to take you to. And you've been like shutting it down. And then something happened and went, boom, I can't freaking take this anymore. But your higher self is telling you to follow the call. Follow it. You are going to surprise yourself. But the only thing here, look, gotta tell you something. We're not invincible beings. Humans are not invincible. All right? And the only reason why I'm saying that, I know this sounds kind of like negative, but it's not supposed to be. What I mean by that is a reminder for you to take it slow, but also stay consistent on your journey there. So be smart about this. The reason why I'm saying that is because you are a natural creator. I don't know what that means. You can be an artistic person or you're a constructor, something to do with like material, physical, like the tangible. I don't know what it is. Something about you. There's some essence coming through within me that I'm channeling. I'm feeling from you, pile number 3, that you are some sort of creator of some kind. I don't know if that means you're going to create the life you've always wanted for yourself. I don't know if that means you're a creator, just period. That's what you are. That's how you define yourself as. But there's something in you that's a nice creator of some kind. And that's the thing that's going to help you get out of this mess. I feel that you need to start reminding yourself why your heart has been giving you this one message that you've been trying to avoid. Like, why is it there? Ask yourself that. It wasn't just planted there, pile number 3. It's been there within you. So you can go to it and follow it forward. Follow it into the sunset or whatever it is.
You're a lot more gifted than you realize, pile number 3. And this was all meant to happen to help kind of push you into the pathway that's aligned most with your heart. So however that resonates within you, I want to let you know, pile number 3, that if things are intense right now, remember, you're stronger than you think. You can show up for yourself. You don't need anyone to show up for you right now. You need you more than you need someone else more than ever right now. And your higher self has been there with you every step of the way. I am feeling like you guys are being divinely led to something. That's why it's such an intense energy. Like, it's like, whoa. You guys, I don't know why. You guys might make a huge difference in the world. I don't know what it is. Some people that I might be doing this reading for, pile number 3, you guys are the next level. I don't know what it is. There's something intense here. But I want to let you guys know, last thought, you got this. You are capable of it all. You can do it. Persevere. Keep going. You are in the midst of your rise right now. This is where your success story begins. How? How did you get there? Well, you're about to find out. Sending you so much unconditional love, pile number 3. I really hope this reading from your higher self resonated with you. And with that being said, definitely do subscribe if you feel like this reading did resonate, or check out my channel if you feel called to look more in, if you need some more hype me ups. That's what my channel is all about, helping you step into your power, helping you become the best version of yourself that you could possibly become, and using as many different healing tools, whether it's neuroscience or chakras, to get there. That was an accident, but I guess that's the intensity of your energy I was channeling. With that being said, though, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you again. Bye. Hi, pile number 4, and welcome to your reading and to see what your higher self wants you to know right now. As you can see, this beautiful artwork. Honestly, this is one of my favorite cards inside the Rumi Oracle deck, but you know what I'm talking about if this is the card that helped you pick out your pile.
We have the title Dance of the Divine Feminine with the numbers 4 and 2 adding up to 6, which I honestly feel like 6 is a feminine based number. So with the energies of it and all, we're definitely going to be taking a look though before we even get into looking at the rest of your cards at what the poem aligned with this card means or what it is about. So let's take a look with this Rumi book. Let's see if we can get any hints into what your higher self wants to tell you right now. Very beautiful and long poem. Let's get into it. If a tree could move from one place to another, it would not suffer the pain of the saw or the oppressive wounds. If the sun and the moon stood still like the rocks, they could not offer brilliance. How bitter the taste of water would be if the river stopped in flow, remaining still like seawater. When the seawater rises to become a cloud, it loses its bitterness and pours the rain of sweetness. Somebody is being called, I think I'm talking to you, pile number 4, to do some great things. What is going on? But let us see, and let us look at this imagery. You see how she's being guided, like the light is pulling her in. I don't know if you guys see that. There's a beautiful energy here. I'm enjoying this already, but let's see what the rest of your cards have to offer. And you guys got a good amount of oracle cards, a lot of essential oil oracle cards in particular, but let us see what comes in, and then we're gonna get your tarot cards, weave it all in, and see what's going on. But let us see and dive into this. And remember, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This reading, I kind of allow channel messages to come in and out as they please. So again, keep in mind, one thing might work for you, but another thing might not work, and it might work for someone else watching. So keep that in mind, all right? Moving forward. And I almost forgot to turn on your candle. Pile number 4. How are your guides and higher self going to come through? Tell me what you need to hear without that beautiful light guiding them. All right, let's get into this though. Pile number 4. You have rock bottom, spirit of place, co-create, time to go. Trying to see what wants to come out first. We have Roman chamomile, with the keyword being destiny, trigger statement being I am lost, true statement I do what I love. There is a path waiting just for you. Open your heart and mind so you can use it on your journey of fulfillment. This, with time to go, there is a path open just for you. And then I'm seeing, like, with your significator card, again, there's like this energy, like a journeying, like a venture, like some sort of calling, like, come on, let's embark on this journey together. There's a beautiful energy here. And not only that, but I just realized, okay, this is really cool symbolism, but the rock bottom, you see how it looks like there's a pathway here, but then there's a pathway above as well, as if it's reflecting energy. And then when I see co-create, it's kind of like you're being divinely led, like your higher self is taking one path with you and you're taking this one, and you guys are about to go venture off. Or it can even be that your higher self is holding your hand and saying, let's go. This is the way. I don't know. There's something really kindred about the energy that's coming through from your higher self. Pile number 4. It's this energy as if you're being very loved. And not only that, but now I'm looking at the keyword here of destiny. There's gonna be, I want to see where this is leading. I'm so intrigued and curious. Let's continue. Pile number 4. You have myrrh with the keyword support. Oh my God, didn't I just say this? I am literally losing it. You have support with the keyword support. I'm sorry, trigger statement. I can't talk. Trigger statement, I am not supported. Yes, you are. True statement, I move forward with divine grace. You're moving. Oh my God. Take comfort and know that you are supported. Nurture your inner child and connect with the earth. This is insane. Let's keep going though. This message, wow. I have a feeling that this message in particular, pile number 4, this is going to be an important one. You better still be here because I feel like this is important. You have protection. Yes, you are protected. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. Pile number 4. Wow, this makes me so happy. I don't know why, I'm just so happy. And you also have rest. Let's see where this leads. Oops, sorry, I hit the camera. You have surrender. Let us see though what this card is. Reunion, soul ties. Co-create soul ties, reunion. You're not alone, you're supported. Let's see, this one, the one that also fell. You have assistance. Oh my God, guys. Pile number 4. Do you see this? Do you see this? Do you see how this is all aligning? Tell me that's not crazy. Come on. Spirit guides and assistants. Literally, the synchronicities right now in your reading, insane. Insane in the membrane. Wow. Your higher self and your guides. You're so loved, pile number 4. You're just so loved. And then you have enlightenment. Oh my God. And then with the poem, the key word here, do you see this, pile number 4, is arise. Trigger statement. There has to be more than this. True statement. I create my world. You are ready for a higher level of awareness and transformation. Oh my God, I just got goosebumps. You are literally, pile number 4, what are you guys doing these days? Like, what are you doing? And not only that, but if we think about it, rock bottom, the number 10, it's the completion of a cycle. You just ended something. Pile number 4, wherever you're at in life, you just ended something and you are about to rise back up. And I don't think you understand the depth of rise you're about to experience. We have centering with keyword align. Wow, align. We have destiny, support, arise, align, arise. What is going on here, pile number 4? With the trigger statement, I feel conflicted. True statement, I am true to my highest self. Your higher self is trying to co-create with you right now, pile number 4. Are you aligning with your destiny right now? Is this what's going on? Is this what your higher self wants to let you know right now, pile number 4? Because it looks like it. This is crazy. Your focus needs to turn within to reflect on stories that are not true for you. Love is the way through. There's healing that needs to be done to help you start this for yourself. It feels like your higher self is guiding you on a detour, but the detour is not even a detour. I don't even know why I said that, but there's this energy of like, this rock bottom isn't all that it is. There's stuff for you to learn in the rock bottom. Pile number 4, wherever you're at, this energy that you're feeling, you can learn from it. You can gain something super beautiful out of this. But it's up to you to decide if you're willing to look at it that way or see the situation in that light. We have toxicity, bound, and patterns. Oh my God, this is what I'm telling you. This is what I'm saying. You have to see it a different way. Change the perspective. Before I even turned it over, I told you that. And not only that, but you have a lock here. Okay, look at this, pile number 4. You see the chain right there? You see the chain here? I just don't know what to say. And then I'm just seeing these hands linked. So it's... Are you self-sabotaging, or is there something in your life that is not serving you that you know needs to go and you're ready for a new start right now, pile number 4? What is going on here? I need to take a look. I need to see. I'm on the edge of my seat right now for you guys, pile number 4. Let's see what message is coming through for your higher self. What does your higher self want to let you know right now? What does pile 4's higher self want to let them know right now? I believe this is your significator card. Let us take a look. You have the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. This is the significator card, the overall theme for what your higher self is trying to tell you right now. There's an opportunity. There's a new beginning starting for you. Pile number 4. It's only if you see it that way, though. That's what's coming through, though. We're going to put this right here. All right, so let's start up your reading. The first card, we have the 8 of Swords. Yep, that's what I'm feeling. This is where you're at. This is, I feel like, an energy of where you're at right now. It's funny how it actually goes right where the rock bottom is. And then you have the 3 of Pentacles. The 10 of Swords, the ending of something. Yes. Okay. But then with an ending, there's a beginning. The World card. With Saturn, actually, I just realized. The 10 of Pentacles, pile number 4. There are 10s all over your reading. Highly recommend that you look in and see the meaning of seeing 10s. Look up what 10, 10, 10 means whenever you get a chance. Oh my God, guys. You have the 10 of Wands. The 10. With the 10 of Pentacles. With the 10 of Swords. All we're missing is the 10 of Cups. This is insane. 10, 10. Telling you, you are about to start something insane. With the Prince of Wands, also known as the Knight of Wands. Yes, this is a journey. And not only that, but if you take a look at the imagery, he's about to start a staircase. Where are you guys going? This is the beginning, and they're starting at the bottom. But this is the beginning of the success story. This is where you learn and gain and reap the most rewards. And what I mean by that, this is what helps you prepare yourself to get everything you want. What is going on? We have the Lover's card. The 7 of Pentacles. The 5 of Swords. The 6 of Wands. The 6 of Swords. Wow. Oh my God. And pile number 4, look up 666, what that meaning is for you, because we have your significator card, the card that helped you pick out your pile, adds up to 6, and you have 2 6s here directly in the center right on top of the 2 10s. And then last but not least, you have the 2 of Wands. This is about planning on a venture, something about a journey.
Pile number 4. This reading looks important. It looks like there's this energy of a brand new beginning starting out for you that's leading you to something you've been wanting for a very long time. What I'm seeing here is the energy or the essence of the worst that's like whatever's happened, pile number 4, it's over. The worst has come. It's only going to be able to get better from here, but it's only if you keep going. Keep going. Don't stop. Keep pushing forward. Keep taking those baby steps out of your comfort zone. I don't know why this is very intense, but your higher self is trying to push you, really encourage you, pile number 4, to listen to that inner knowing that had you take the first leap of faith at the very beginning. And however this resonates with you, apply it in that way as such, because I know that there could be thousands of people watching this and they're going to have completely different situations they're going through in life. So how this resonates with you, I feel like this is the overall energy that I'm seeing for what your higher self really wants to let you know, is that I know you're not exactly where you want to be right now, but the thing is that you got this. Stop thinking you don't. Because at the end of the day, it's about you making that decision of journeying off, saying I'm ready to keep going, and saying, okay, I know what's happened, but I also know how not to let it happen again. And I also know that this isn't what I want anymore, so I need to keep going. There's this energy of like, I don't know how long you were in this feeling for. I feel like this has been going on for a while. I don't know why. And by while, it can be the last couple of months. And when I say couple, I mean like within 3 to 2 months, last 3 to 2 months, or last 3 to 2 years. I don't feel like this is weeks. There's some sort of lingering energy here. Remnants still lingering within you. And so it's creating some sort of indecisiveness, creating some sort of confusion, like not being able to see your trajectory clearly, where you're trying to go clearly. So you're being very much encouraged to remember what led you to doing it. Remember what led you to making the choice you made to start. There was a choice, something you decided to do. Or not even something you maybe decided to do, but something that was an idea that was planted in your head and it started blooming into something a lot bigger. And now it's like a desire or a yearning within you. You're being called by your higher self, though, regardless of how this is or resonates, to take it on, to listen to the call. And if you've already made the call while you're watching this pile number 4, you are exactly on track, but you gotta keep going. And I know this is a tiring journey, but you are designed, you were born in this life to conquer and get through it and persevere and do what it takes to get to everything you want. And I want you to know, though, like 100%, if this was some sort of tragedy, if this was something that was very struggle-based and hard, your higher self really wants to tell you the worst part is over, but the rest of what happens is up to you to decide for yourself now. There's this energy, pile number 4, that yes, you're going to start moving in calmer waters. That's going to happen inevitably. Like whether you decide to start moving forward on your own or not, this is going to happen on its own. This is in the cards for you 100%, pile number 4. But the success, where you actually want to be, how proud you want to be of yourself, there's some sort of image. And it's a blur in my head because I feel like some of this, so I don't know if pile number 4, was this a secret you kept to yourself? Is this something that you've only known and you never really shared it with anybody outside of yourself? There's something here, like a lingering something, like a dream. It's like, I have a dream. And that dream is calling your name and it wants you just as bad as you want it. But the only way you can get there is if you take the action to go do it. Pile number 4. Something's been keeping you down for way too long. When you're meant to fly, you're meant to reach much higher and bigger heights than where you're at right now. A part of you knows this. I don't know if it was shunned. I don't know if you doubted it. I don't know if someone put you in a position mentally to make you start believing, gaslighting. I don't know. It's not fair to you. I'm like mad about it. I don't know why. I'm like getting this energy of like, you don't deserve this. Like wherever you're at right now, pile number 4, you do not deserve this. It is not fair. But you hold the key to shift everything in your favor right now. I don't know why, but I'm seeing like you're the one in control. You need to remember that. Remind yourself you are the one in control. You can break these chains if you really want to. Just pull, yank it out. Something in your life is trying to reel you back in, And I don't even know why, but when I look at the rest card that came up, there's this energy. Okay, so there's two messages coming through clearly for me right now, pile number 4. So take it as you see it. One message may resonate, the other one may not, or both may, whichever. This can either be a person in your life that doesn't want you growing. They notice that you've been shape-shifting energetically, spiritually. It could be your frequency realigning with, aligning with a higher frequency. I don't know what it is. There's something that was changing, stirring the pot, let's say. And that person, that being noticed, got scared, started going with all their might to throw you down a hole with them. And take how I'm a very metaphorical person, so take that metaphor as you see fit, apply it to your situation as you see fit, pile number 4. But because of it, it kind of made you fall asleep, like you started living a life filled with daydreams and illusions. And when I say daydreams, it can be positive ones or negative ones. It could be daymares, I don't know. But you weren't living in reality. Let's just say fantasy land. It felt like there's this energy of a person that swept you off with energy, fantasy land energy, and they kind of blinded your eyes for a good chunk of time. That's why I felt like there's something like a lingering energy of a remnants of energy or it was the months ago or the years thing. Something's been here for a while, and you know it's ready to let it go. You know it's time to move on. You know that you don't need this anymore, that it's not fair to you, and it's not. And that, I'm letting you know right now, pile number 4, if you're feeling the same way that I'm saying these things, I'm by your side, man. Like, I get it. This is not fair. I can feel it right now. You deserve fairness. You deserve justice. And you deserve to follow your heart. You deserve to follow the call right now. And your higher self is trying to validate that for you. I'm hearing that they actually have tried sending you a couple messages before. If you've been seeing repeating numbers, that's a big sign of it. I don't know why, very specific, 1111 or 111, that also came through, might be coming through for you as well. But there's a brand new beginning, and it's really up to you on whether or not you're ready to catch it, take it, look at it, see it, take the veil off, take the blindfolds off, because you're still in some weird gunk right now that's going on. I don't know why I still feel like you're still stuck in something, but pile number 4, higher self is trying to tell you, you know it's time. It's a matter of when are you gonna let it be time? When are you gonna make it? When are you gonna rip the band-aid off? Because it just feels like there's a little bit of a clock here for some reason. Like, you have a really good opportunity in front of you to do things in the way that you want it to. I don't know why I'm hearing it, but I'm hearing escape the situation. Like, I'm hearing, I don't know why, I'm just letting things come. This isn't even in the cards, but I'm hearing this energy. Like, you have a really good opportunity to escape the situation in the way that you want to right now. But if you don't take it, that opportunity might not come up for a while again. So this is going to take even longer than you want it to. And I know you feel very trapped. So whatever this remnant energy sticky situation is in, if you have like some sort of plan, or you have like a scapegoat, like some idea on how to do it, I don't know why, but I feel like you need to act fast, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Pile number 4, because it just feels like your higher self has been trying to push you to do this for a while. And I feel like you know that. Like, I just heard I know in my head, like, oh, I know, like, I know what she's exactly talking about. So, you know, I'm glad if some people watching this are like, oh my God, I know exactly what you're talking about. Because I just felt like someone who's just so like, I don't want to hear this, but I know I need to. But yes, keep going. And again, for some reason, pile number 4, second message, if this resonates with you in terms of a love life, your soul person is coming, but you got to separate from this toxic energy to attract the right things in. Because you have done a lot of inner work, I feel like, whether you were in this sticky energy or not, or are in it or already left it. You have done so much healing work while you were in it, but you did it like internally, like you internalized a lot of the work, which you're very like naturally, like you tend to, I don't know if you're a naturally observant person, but you're very like self-aware, pile number 4. I can tell, like, you try to understand yourself a lot. maybe more than most people. Like you're a person who's not afraid to really ask questions, be curious, try to understand things a little bit more deeply. Like that's just you. And I appreciate that, hence why I do readings. I'm the same way. However, coming back to you, pile number 4. Regardless of that, all this preparation has led you to the moment of ripping the band-aid off, breaking the chains, and doing what your heart wants you to go out and do. But it's up to you to take the call. Look at the opportunity in front of you and just grab it. Don't think twice, just grab it. Because I feel like for you, pile number 4, there is a brand new beginning, but it's only if you take it. And you have 4 number 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it adds up to 4 here. And then you also have 40. 10 times 4 equals 40. I don't know, and 40 is a number of stability. It's a number of support. And you have the word support here, and you have protection. You are so protected. I don't know why. I feel like you're a precious little soul. Pile number 4, you guys are so cute. I want to hold you, and I want to love you guys because I feel like you guys deserve to be loved the right way. I don't know why I'm saying that, but it just feels like you never were. Like you didn't deserve this. It wasn't fair. I guess that's why they kept coming up. That's why there's so much anger. Like it's not fair to you guys. Go out on the venture that's gonna help you get that fairness, to help balance the scales again. Take the blindfold off, wake up. And if you already woke up, I'm so proud of you, pile number 4. And if you already woke up and you picked this pile, this is a confirmation, this reading, your higher self is telling you that you are exactly where you're meant to be. You're in the midst of transforming. You're in the midst of ending. You might feel a little bit weird or wonky right now because you're in in-between stages of like who you once were and who you're becoming. Or the end of an old chapter and you're in the midst of starting a brand new one. Like you're in the middle of something, I'm feeling. It's not a comfortable feeling. Let's be honest here. Being in between two things, it just feels uncomfortable. But here's the thing. Your higher self is holding your hand, guiding you every step of the way and trying to tell you, come on, let's go, let's keep going. Baby steps. Remember, you don't need to move fast. There is something to do with time keep coming up in my head, like time's ticking. So I don't know if maybe you're moving too slow. And by too slow, I can mean like you try, but maybe you don't fully try. Maybe you don't fully do the one task. Like, let's say you're writing a to-do list, how I'm seeing this, and you didn't get to check off or cross off everything on your to-do list for a task or a goal that you have. And you're only able to get 1 or 2 things done. And it was too much, so you postponed all the other tasks until tomorrow. And then you're trying to do it, but then you also had the next day's tasks on top of the things that you had to postpone. So now it's like, to reschedule or push back. So it's like there's I don't know if you're getting too overwhelmed or I don't know if you're just still hesitant, but it feels like someone's stuck in like quicksand. And I don't know if it's a person in your life that's making you feel this way or if it's just you overthinking like crazy about the situation. Because I do feel like you're a person who is very smart. You're a very, very intelligent person. But sometimes the way you talk to yourself, how you ask so many questions, how self-aware you are, I can get the best of you sometimes because then you like talking to yourself. I don't know why is what I'm hearing. And because of it, it kind of messes with your head because sometimes you won't be able to tell what's real versus what's not real because you get too deep in it. You're just being called to do it. There's something beautiful being birthed, and it will only get birthed if you take action, if you step up, if you recognize that this is a new beginning and it's not just an end, but there's a new beginning. With every end, there's a beginning. With every beginning, there's an end. It's about letting these two things come together to co-create the in-between, which is the now. And asking yourself, what are you going to do with the now you have? Every second is a new now. What are you going to do with that now? Because you're being called to start moving, taking some baby steps. And by time is ticking, it's about being consistent and persevering when things get tough. You got to keep looking at the end goal is what I'm hearing as well. Very important. Keep seeing the vision. You're going to get there, but you're stubborn. I don't know. Are you stubborn? Pile number 4, are you stubborn? Is that why it's so hard? Something about stepping out of your comfort zone is hard for you. Very hard. Very stubborn. But again, I guess that's why your higher self came through to tell you, look, stop being stubborn, hold my hand, and let's go do this together. Surrender to the process. But I really hope that this reading was helpful. You are supported. You are protected. It's about whether or not you take that step. Realign yourself with love. Realign yourself with where your heart's calling to, not where your fear-based way of living is, because you've been in that for too long and it's not fair to you. You are a good person. You have beautiful intentions in life, but I feel like someone may have messed that up a little bit back then, and that's not where you are now. You don't need that anymore. It's not fair to you. You're coming into a new skin, and it's about embracing this process rather than pushing it away and shutting it all down, pushing it all away. Pile number 4, I really, truly, deeply hope that this reading resonated and it aligned with you. I want you to know that I'm on your side. I do believe that this was not a fair circumstance that you may have gone through or you might be currently in still. But you got this, and I'm rooting for you. Feel free to drop a comment down if any of this resonated. I would love to hear. I love hearing from people. Trying to build a community to help people align with the most healed, most truest version of themselves that they want to step into. So definitely check out my YouTube channel if that's something that you are definitely interested in. I'll be your hype me up girl. But with that being said, have a beautiful rest of your day, and I hope I get to see you in my next video. Bye.